the SymbionIQ Foundation is basically, I should shorten it in a simple sentence, Linux for health. Or longevity. What we want to build basically is a way for people to have an ecosystem that is data-centric on the user. We want users to be in control and ownership of their own data, and we want that them to be empowered with like a data lake of all their data, traversed by an AI who gives sort of health copilot advice on how to defeat aging and live longer, fuller life. We really truly believe, I mean, I coined the tagline for the company to be augmenting life. I really believe this is central to our mission. The Vitalist organization just resonated with me. I looked at many other groups that were working on longevity or transhumanism, or the Vitalist Foundation is the one that felt the most aligned with our vision, with our mission, the most realistic in its approach as well, in terms of timeline and goals. And also we think that you can't solve aging without a moonshot. It's very simple. So all sorts of adulterated language around death or sort of apologetic messages are just diluting the overall effect of things. And the Vitalist Foundation was really the one that was very clear in saying, well, the goal is to defeat aging and death, and to live as long as alive as possible, basically. So this healthspan, lifespan dilemma, and people saying, oh, it's okay because death is inevitable. All this language is just out of the window for us. It just doesn't work. Of course, we are realistic. We understand that things don't happen overnight, but we don't think we need to call a cat to make it happen. Is what we think. We don't think accepting some sort of fate would lead us anywhere. I certainly hope so, because I intend to live as long as possible. I am a little bit late in everything I do. I've got 2 kids, the youngest one being 3.5, and my wife is pregnant for 4 months now. So if I don't solve aging, I'm not going to be able to enjoy this much. So I'm joking about. I think the progress is fantastic, and then when you look at our AI, for example, just at a 7 hockey stick curve, I think if we put the right effort into solving aging, and if we stop giving excuses for all of that, I think within our lifetime we can make certainly a very strong difference. There's so much that can be done today with existing technology in just living better, healthier lives for a start. And that is not enough, obviously, but from a biotech perspective, there's so much progress being done around DNA, around growing organs and replacing body parts with the electronics or with actual biological material. There's so much progress in that field that it's all about everything coming together. And I think if we progress things right with data, knowing ourselves better is our thesis. We can actually discover things at the intersection of different disciplines, and quite often we feel it's people doing research in silos that is the problem, because it is a holistic problem. If you start looking at the data and at the intersection of data points, you can find solutions to aging and defeat aging. That's the main thesis for us to build SymbionIQ as a project. We think that if we can properly crowdsource data the ground up and become the biggest biobank in the world or cohort data from active users, then we will be able to supply the data that this research field needs to actually crack the problem. We're still in the pre-seed stage, so we're still building our stack, but our goal is basically to be able to provide crowdsourced data, the ground up, for cohort data for decentralized science research around aging and longevity. We think that what the biggest thing that is missing at the moment is holistic data on fully active and healthy individuals. Best biobank to date right now is in the UK, and a lot of people know that. It's still just not representative of all ethnicities or genders, so biobanks are extremely biased, and we know it. We think that one way to solve this problem is to crowdsource data the ground up from individuals around the world, and that's what our mission is. Solving aging with data. This very project that I'm on needs unlimited resources. So yeah, I wouldn't do anything different, actually. This is, a lot of younger founders potentially embarking on startup projects with the idea of making an exit and another exit and another exit. I am embarking on this project with the idea of leaving a legacy, and this being my last project, after which I intend to just travel the world and be an ambassador for longevity and defeating aging. So I want to set up that stack and then continue to evangelize around that, basically, as long as possible. We all have many other things that we want to do in life, and many other lives that we want to live, right? We think about our family, our kids, as for my case, for example, but also the contributions we can make to society. And it's just a shame that you accumulate all this wisdom and then you just die. What about you accumulate this wisdom and you start transferring it to other people and just increase the overall global wisdom of people, right? We talk about AI and augmenting ourselves and things like that. So, I think we are going to be living fascinating times. So as far as I'm concerned, I want to live as long as possible. Realistically, maybe if we crack aging in this lifetime, like I certainly hope we do, then I will become a traveling salesman, evangelizing these ideas to other people, because I know they don't permeate as fast as in the smaller circles, but they need to be propagated as far as possible.